Now, what I'm going to show you next is the most common kind of scent bust there is. This is opening day of gun season, November 15th, and this doe is about to bust my neighbors from over 300 yards away. So I had hunted that morning right here, and now in the afternoon I've moved over here, and you can see that doe coming right up here like this. Now the wind was blowing from right up in this direction, pretty much north. Now that morning, from this stand, I had observed a hunter walking right along this fence line, and he was hunting in a box blind right here. He had shot a buck earlier. His friend over in here somewhere had shot a doe, and before long they were on four-wheelers coming back down in here, and they gutted that deer right in this area right here, and I could see them working on it there. And so I decided it was getting towards midday and they were disturbing the area anyway, that I walked over through here, up to here, through this dry pond, and I chatted with them for a while. And I observed this gentleman on his knees with blood all over his hunting outfit, getting his scent all over the ground. What they should have done is brought that four-wheeler back, hooked that deer up, dragged it out as quickly as possible, up to the barn, got it there. But what they did instead is painted this entire fence line with their scent. And now we're getting ready for the evening hunt, and we've got a doe walking right here. And watch what she does. She started feeding, but about 10 seconds later, up goes her head. Something just isn't right. She gets her legs stiff, puts her foot on the ground, she's chewing her food a little bit, but something just doesn't seem right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's got it now. There's human scent, and she doesn't like it, and she turns straight away from it and starts walking towards me. Over to the left is another adult doe. I'm fussing with my camera now, but look at her raising. Now the other doe's raising her nose. They're both upset. And this doe is going to run away from the scent, but she notices something funny in the tree. She saw me. Something unusual there. And she takes another good look at me. And now she's going to move on and move to an area where she feels more safe. Now, once she sets those hunters up there, you see her start to walk in my direction, and then she goes off camera. And where they ended up is right in this area right here. They felt safer being behind this tree, and with all this high CRP grass here, they knew it was some distance to that scent, so they're just fine and dandy here. And they stayed there for about a half an hour until finally a buck came out of this area over here and chased them down to the south end of the field. But here's my point. They were near me, downwind of me. The doe had noticed a lump in the tree, but it didn't bother her too much. They hung around within 20 or 30 yards of me for a long time. But they busted these guys from 300 yards away. Most scent busts happen like this. Did these guys see deer today? Yes, they did. They saw some in the morning at first light. One killed a doe, one killed a buck. Are they going to see any this evening? Not very likely. They've been back and forth in their open wood lot. They've pretty well cleaned things up there. They've got their scent laid down with the wind blowing in this direction, so nothing's going to come from here. And they're going to have the typical Michigan hunting experience of seeing and killing a deer the first day, and then hopefully seeing one or two more deer the rest of the season, because they have made this a no-go zone for deer. Now, that's what most scent busts look like. But what does a scent bust look like when you have great scent control? This is me getting busted on November 6th. These deer are about 18 to 20 yards away from me. The ones that pick me up first are the fawns. Now, I had just eaten a snack bar. It was a Slim Fast bar, chocolate cookie dough, actually. And I'm thinking there was some chocolate in the air. And these fawns really got interested in it. Look at them sniffing away at the air. Now, I want to make a really important point here. A deer can be walking along, and if something doesn't draw its attention, it's just doing its normal level of breathing. But once they raise their heads up, and you're about to see mom do it and start to suck in those draughts of air, they're drinking air like an elephant drinks water through its trunk. They're trying to load up their scent receptors. Well, they may not have been able to smell human scent normally, but if something catches their attention, some other scent, and they start drinking the air like this, they're very liable to pick up scent that they wouldn't pick up otherwise. Now it so happens that she just moseys along and doesn't get too upset. But she does turn around at some point and come back in my direction because she's just darn curious about it. Now, see, she can no longer smell it. She's not drinking air anymore over there. So, okay, I'm out of the zone where I smelled it. Now what? She's cautious, but she's not frightened. What the heck was that? Now I'm looking over towards where it came from and I don't see anything. It must be so far away that I don't have to worry about it. She's looking for the scent, but she's not catching it anymore because she's now crosswind of me. In the interest of not boring you, I've skipped a couple of minutes here, but what's happening is mom circled around, lost track of the scent, and now she's circling back again, and she wants to try to pick that scent up again. And so she's going to go right back to where she started and just check things out again. Now she's checking it again. This is the way you want a scent bust to work. This is a scent bust, but it's not one that's freaking out the deer. It's a level 1 scent bust. A level 0 scent bust would have had her just walking through, noticing it, and then continuing to do what she was doing. A level 1 scent bust causes them to spend some time at it, change their mind about what they were doing, maybe move in some other direction. A level 2 scent bust, they hop away. They don't blow, they don't stomp, they're not scared, they just don't like being where they're at, and they move out of the way right away. A level 3 scent bust sends them off stomping and blowing. If it's a real senior doe, she'll kind of do a half circle away from you for 200 or 300 yards, blowing and stomping all the way, letting every deer in the woods know where the danger is and where the direction is to go to escape the danger. That's a bust you don't want to happen to you.